Well, just sitting here getting all my video game videos organized so that we can deploy. Yup, just copying some over. Currently, we have, once this gets out of the way, 71. Do you see that? 71 video game videos to put up to Skaven Games. My goodness. Well, May 20th to get these deployed. It's currently May 3rd, so plenty of time. Who just honked at me? Who just honked? Frig sakes. Made 6 more episodes of Bully last night, so I'm just rendering those up now, getting them ready. That game is getting ridiculous, to be honest with you. It's getting pretty stupid, as in the difficulty rating. It's gotten to the point where everybody in the school hates me, and no matter where I go, random people, including nerds, just come flying out of nowhere and want to fight me. It's freaking ridiculous. But we're getting through it. We're slowly getting everybody's trust back by doing deeds for them and stuff, and I don't know, it's a fun game. It's just really aggravating. The most aggravating part is the freaking camera controls, because the camera just flops around and you'll be targeting a guy and like punching him in the face and stuff. Then all of a sudden the camera spins around and your guy does a full 360 and just starts air punching. It's like, what are you doing, bud? Like, why? Even when you got lock on. You lose the lock on when the camera turns, and then you're just dicked. And another one goes in the toaster. Oh my goodness. Om nom 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 nom. So yeah, I didn't do dick today. I got up and started editing some more shit and watching TV and just chilling and waiting to go to work and all that nonsense. And the camera will not white balance to save its life, so I look like a smurf. That's a little better. So yeah, I haven't been doing anything today. Just been chilling out, working. Got to head off soon there. I made myself a lunch. I packed some like celeries and carrots and an apple, a couple sandwiches. So that should be good for tonight for food. For breakfast today I had my usual egg and toast when I got up. I was going to start filming them, but I'm like, what am I going to make a vlog about? And I'm still like, what am I going to make a vlog about? Got nothing really going on today. Thursday and Friday this week coming up. I don't know what I'm going to do with my time off. But like I said, you know, in 10 days, I'm on vacation. So like, there we are on the 3rd. The 13th is my last day of work, and then I'm off from the 14th to the 31st. Right on, right on. That's 3 weekends off in a row. That's going to be glorious, plus a bunch of days off in between. So anxious. But like I said, I don't know if I can go to Blokes because the car is not exactly in prime time condition. One of my buddies was like, oh, bud, just fucking do her. Just do her, you know? It'll make it and stuff. And it's like, well, maybe, but, you know, like driving around town, stop and go is not too bad. But when you're holding 100 kilometers an hour for a 5-hour period, you know, if the bearings are going, they're gonna go. They're not gonna like that speed for very long. They're gonna shit the bed. If it is the bearings that are chirping at me, I don't even know. I don't hear the whoa 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 sound, and when I do, it's usually because my tire is super low and needs inflation. That's when I hear that noise big time. Those tires are feathered to shit and they make it sound like a bad bearing. But it could even be the brakes. There could be a problem with the caliper lightly touching the freaking rotor, causing that chirping sound that I hear every once in a while at high speeds. I wouldn't be surprised for one bit. One problem I know for sure I have is the catalytic converter. She's plugged. Like, you can smell it after a good run down the highway, especially if I do come around that corner by Future Shop there, and I put the full throttle, you know, I give her a little bit more than normal, then you get that wet, eggy smell. And the Trans Am does the same thing because both catalytics are plugged, because that wide open throttle in the Trans Am especially, all it does is just dump stupid amounts of fuel into the cylinders and it doesn't burn at all. So, and there's no way around it. Like chip tuning, I had nothing in the chip that I could tune for wide open throttle. Wide open throttle set by factory and you cannot touch it, because the last thing they want a noob to do is to tune it and lean it out and then just wreck the engine. Alrighty, well, it's time for this clown to pound down the road and head off to work. And I really got to get moving on that mower deck because this lawn is about to become cuttable. Freak sakes, eh? Last night I had this eerie glow coming from inside the garage. I forgot I got my solar panel there hooked up to the battery, and the LED lights are hooked on. So I had this white glow and I'm like, okay, who's in my garage using it as a hobo hut? Turns out it was nobody, it was just me screwing up. But I'm thinking about taking that solar panel and hooking it up to the battery on that thing and just letting her fester for a couple days, because she would trickle charge it. Anywho, it's 3:30. I got my lunch. Let's pitter patter and have at her and head off to work. I noticed something pretty dick besides the fact that there's 2 CRT TVs on the side of the road here for free. Yeah, for free. Anyway, when I'm backing out of my driveway, if there's a car coming up the hill and they see my reverse lights on, they will slow to a crawl. Even if I'm making complete eye contact with the driver and have my foot on the brake, they will slow to a fucking crawl. So the way to get them to speed up is you put the car back in neutral and they think that you're just moving your car back a bit to do something in your driveway, and then they go 50 kilometers an hour again. I'm telling you, man, people are fucked. So as you may have noticed, commenting on comments hasn't happened for a little over a month now. And the reason for that is I'm still waiting for parts for that stupid computer to get that banged out and off my fucking bench. So anxious for that to happen. And then, yeah, we're gonna probably get back on the cock wagon again, get some more commenting on comments out there, because people seem to enjoy that. But in the meantime, what I've been doing is I've been actually commenting on the comments on YouTube. Like actually reading them and responding. Even some of the troll comments, like one guy said, oh, Adam's master plan, step 1, buy a minivan, step 2, win Jules back, step 3, profit. And it's like, what in the fuck, win Jules back? What are you even talking about? Never had her in the first place, for fuck's sakes. Like, what the hell would a minivan have to do with that? And like yesterday, the one guy left a comment of, you're a single guy, how the hell are you gonna pick up chicks in a minivan? And it's like, simple, I could pick up 7 of them, well 6 if I'm driving. But yeah, like, if a girl only likes a guy because of his car, you know what? The girl doesn't like the guy. The girl just likes his car. Found that out in the past when I drove the Trans Am. This one chick always loved to ride with me because I had a Trans Am. She didn't like to ride with me because I was me. It's only because I had the car. And when I had my Focus out, or at the time the Tempo, she wouldn't ride with me. She wasn't into me. She was just into Trans Ams, for fuck's sakes. That was the kind of girl that I didn't really hang out with much. And when she was like, oh, you got your Trans Am out? Well, maybe I'll ride with you tonight. And I'm like, nah, me good. You know, me good. You can go fucking ride with nothing. Like a goof. You can go ride your Nikes around. I got better things to do. So it's like, I'm not buying a vehicle to appease the masses. I'm buying a vehicle to suit my needs, you know. And the reason why, like, okay, a minivan, yeah, they're not the greatest on gas compared to, like, say that Civic beside me, or that Kia in front of me. Maybe better than that SUV way the fuck up there, but still, it also means that I no longer need to call people when I gotta haul something bigger than my trunk can hold, like drywall, or because I want to build that fucking wall this summer. Like, I want to build that wall and insulate it properly and all that shit, and get that all situated, and fix the floor in the living room and all that. And like, if I have Dad working with me, yeah, we can just grab this trailer, load it up with all the shit and give her. But if I'm doing this Solo Man 5000, then I'd like to be able to have a way to go get my own supplies and bring them into the house and do what I gotta do. As far as goes picking up chicks, fuck, I'm 36 years old. You don't pick up chicks when you're this old. You gradually meet someone. If you like them, then you hook up, and if you don't, then fuck it, you know? I have no problems being single, boys. Are you just gonna fucking cut me off like a cunt? Fucking Chevy bitch. But, yeah, like, it's the way she goes. Like, I'm not looking to hook up with anybody, fuck. I'd rather stay single until I get my life back in order. Because with this never knowing when I'm going to lose a job bullshit and other bullshit and some nonsense and stuff. Like, the minivan is not just so I can bring mini bikes to blokes. It's definitely not. It's more or less a way to be able to haul large things that I need to haul. Like, let's say, for instance, I do move down to London. Shit gets too shitty here, there's no jobs, blah blah blah, was a bling bling, and I gotta like fucking bounce. I gotta pack up my shit and bounce. Well, with this car, I can only put so much in it, and it doesn't have a hitch, so I couldn't tow, and even if it did, it can only tow 1,000 pounds according to the manual. So it's not like I can just hook up a U-Haul, put all my shit into it and go, where with the minivan, it can haul 3,600 pounds, easily tow a U-Haul. I could probably do a friggin', like, once I liquidate all the shit I don't need, either by dump runs or yard sales or Kijiji, keep all the shit that I do want to keep, and then fucking just bounce on out of here, you know, just take off. Head off to London, one shot, rent a U-Haul, one-way U-Haul, and go. Solves that problem, you know. And if I'm in London and I'm coming back to North Bay to visit the parents, and it's like, let's say Christmas time, I got a lot of shit to carry with me, luggage and all that, and Christmas presents and whatnot. Well, then I can just load everything into the van and bomb down and visit, you know. Not a big fucking deal. Or, for instance, people are like, oh dude, we're going camping on May 2 for a weekend, you should come camping, you should come camping. Well, I don't like sleeping in a tent because I don't have the proper gear to do that comfortably, and I'm just not a fan of tents. So I could literally say, fuck it, grab my minivan and throw like a piece of foam in the back and sheet it and just sleep in the fucking van. Like, that's perfect. I know many people have done that, camped in a minivan, and they said it was an awesome time. Sucks that you don't have a place to go take a shit or a piss. And if you have to use the facilities, then you got to go find a tree or dig a hole, poop in it, and bury it. But it's not really that big of a deal, right? Like, it's not that much of a hardship to do that. But you can't really, like, I slept in this car before. Back in 09, before I started vlogging, there was a party at my buddy's house. That was a bad time, and I needed a place to sleep, and I slept in the car. Feels weird sitting this high up in the G6. Yep, feels really weird. It's not really that I'm that much higher up either. I'm just an inch off the ground. But anyway, yeah, like sleeping in this car was a pain in the ass. Like, I had the seat back, and I was laying in the driver's seat pretty much, and I probably shouldn't have been because I had my keys on me and I was drunk as fuck. And I did it anyway, and this guy's totally got Pontiac G6 on the side of his door of his car. Like, he must be fucking proud of that thing. Fucking proud of his train wreck car. I'll never understand. But, you know, I just find minivans, and even Bloke said it, like I've said this multiple times, even he said it, that if he didn't need a truck to do his job, he would have bought a caravan. And the reason being is they're so practical. 3.6 liters decent on gas, especially in economy mode, which a lot of people do not use because it changes the shift points and makes the van feel like a slouch. But honestly, you've seen the way I drive. Like, I'm doing 2 under the limit. The limit here is 50. I'm doing 48. I drive like an old grandma. You know, I take my time. I'm not in a rush to get anywhere, especially when going to work. Who the fuck's in a rush to get to work? That's not a good time. But anyway, you know, I don't need some like Hellcat powered Dodge friggin' Challenger, or somebody even mentioned, oh, get a Hyundai, why don't you get a Hyundai Genesis? Those are fun cars. What do I need a fun car for? I already got a fun car. It's my Trans Am. Yeah, she's not quick, but it fucking makes me smile every time I drive the son of a bitch. You know? I don't need some crazy vehicle. And then they're like, oh, well, get a pickup truck. Well, why? Pickup truck has less space in it than this car. Sure, it's got a 6.5 foot bed that you never have to make, but it's got less storage cabin space, where like a minivan is all storage cabin space, you know? Holy shit, did everybody, oh, it's Sunday, never mind. Thought everybody quit today. I was like, holy fuck, nobody came into work? Right on. But no, turns out everybody came into work, it's just, they quit. What the fuck is this junk? Everybody quits on Sundays. Anyway, I'm going to park in the exact same spot I parked in yesterday, so it feels like something out of Groundhog Day. Because that's funny. So Bruce is over there in his truck. Heard him chime up his camera again, so I have no idea if he's actually got video. You going to make a video yet? You ever going to make a video?
Yeah, well.
You better. Because these guys are going to start rousing you soon.
What up soon? I got a bunch of them that I got to put together.
He just said he's going to put one up soon. He's got a bunch to put together. Scores. But anyway, people, I'm going to shut her down here and head her inside and get this shitty shift over with. So I'll freaking talk to you guys later. So big time thanks for watching. Like, favorite, and comment as always. And until next time, keep on vlogging.